Now, this situation happened in Kiev to me with a known fighter, Paul Verlins. He was drunk, I was drunk, and it was all in good play, and he grabbed me from the back, and he started biting in my back. Now, because he was drunk, he didn't realize how hard he was biting, and he was biting through my skin. When I came home, the teeth were through my skin. So I did this to him. He grabbed me, and there I told him to let me go, and he didn't let me go. I asked him again. I said, don't bite, don't bite, don't do it. I started pushing his wrist, breaking it, grabbing my own wrist, and now I stepped out. And luckily for me, over here, there was a window. So I thought, let's throw him through the window. I went whang, and he went through the window, out to the hospital to get some stitches. But like I said, when he came back, we were all friends again. Okay, so one more time. He's got you here. Now, you want to throw him away, and you got to go fast. This is a situation that's not very dangerous. Again, you can headbutt, and again, the heel to the groin. I choose for this move. Push you down, break it, and now you got to swing. Watch what I do. I step out, and I twist my upper body like this, and then you will throw him away. It's the upper body movement that sets him off. Now, this headlock we see a lot in the movies. And I don't know why people are doing this, even on the streets. I used to win all my fights with it, actually, because nobody had the defense. But when you know the defense, man, this is going to be so wild, you cannot believe. I'm going to show you what you can do with your opponent if he has you in the headlock. Now, he's got you like this. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I'm stepping underneath him. I make sure that my butt is under my body. I'm not going to lift him like this. No, I'm going to lift him with my legs. 1, 2, I can lift him as high as I can, and I can just let him go and then throw him on the floor. But I can do this. Up, and I go down with him like this. Boom. That's the way I finish him. But because he's my friend, and this floor is pretty solid, I don't want to take a risk and be without a sparring partner. All right, now the same headlock, but now the person that is going to apply the neck lock on you, he hit your wife or your girlfriend, or maybe he hit your kid, or he loves his dog. Maybe he kicked his dog. So now we are very angry, and we don't like it just to take him down and get him all the breath out of his lungs. No, we want to pay him back because he was hitting something that's very vulnerable to us, very valuable. Okay, so this is what I would do. Actually, I will show you first a thing that I wouldn't do. I wouldn't hit him in the groin, because then maybe he's going to let you go. It's a possibility you can kick him in the head, but why not give him a little damage that he's going to regret for about 5 or 6 months. Watch. He grabs you in the leg lock. Boom, you lift him up. You're going to slam him down. Bang! And here he is. Grab the knee. Grab this. Step over. Fall backwards. Whoop! And now we got an inverted heel hook. I'm going to pull this heel to me. Whoop. And you see I twist his under leg. Here I twist it the other way around. It's like a kind of exorcist move. I did this to an opponent in Japan, Takahashi, and I actually broke his shin bone with this move. Normally his knee will blow out. This time with Takahashi he broke his shin bone. Okay? And all because he was hitting my wife. And that one just came extra. Okay, the bear hug from the front. I know it doesn't happen a lot, but if you're in the countryside, those kind of people, they like to squeeze and just crunch you. And you have to break the grip, because those guys, you know, they walk around and they're very strong. They really can do some damage. Okay, so you got to get out fast. The first thing that I would do is always simple go to the groin. So if he grabs me up, lifts me up, go back, boom, knee to the groin. There are more ways. I'm going to put myself down now, because otherwise he has to carry me all the time. but imagine that he's still holding me up, and he's holding me tight. I can try to go under his jaw and create some distance. Once distance is there, elbow. Or if he's really strong and I can push whatever he wants and he keeps his head forward, I can slip over to his eyes, put my fingers in his eye, and I bet you that he's going to go back, then support the jaw and elbow under the jaw. And there is actually one more, and you see people doing this in the movies, and it's not only a movie thing. This one really works. He bear hugs you, and if his head is backwards, go with the flat hands and hit on the ears. This will break his eardrum, and trust me, I did a pro wrestling match one time, and somebody hit me with the hand. It goes wheep in your ear, and your balance is off. This really works. Bang! Don't stay with that. Follow it up with some punches. And of course, that will be the end. Okay, now we have a dangerous situation on our hands. We have two attacks. It could be three, but we have one here. And we have one there at the back of the bar. Now, they're going to close me in. And you do not want to be closed in. You want to have them in front of you. Right away, I cannot go for the escape there anymore because he's here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn, I'm going to put my back against the wall, or better yet, a corner, which we don't have here, but we have a wall. So I'm going to run back while they're coming to me. I'm going to go here, 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 and now I face them both. Now, at least I can start fighting two guys in one place. Otherwise, I will have one guy here and one guy here, and that is not going to work. I'm going to lose that battle. If that happens, one guy here, just turn away, walk here, and then confront them both again. But the best thing is to go back with your back against the wall so you can see them both. You got good control, and nobody can attack you from the back. Now, if you expect a violent confrontation, and you see that the guy has a knife, or maybe he already has a beer bottle in his hand, you have to do something. If you sit at a table, and there is no beer bottles, and there are no glasses, you need a weapon too. I would advise you to take a weapon too. Simple car keys, house keys, will do the trick here. You can see I actually have a cuff key. You never know, police officers. I'm very sorry. I put one in between this finger, and the other one I put in between these two fingers. And you can see that right now I have a stabbing device. I can go right straight to the face, and I promise you, that will hurt. Okay, I'm sitting at the bar, minding my own business, and you always have those people that come in and looking for trouble. So imagine it happens. Somebody comes in and is going to look for trouble. You see right at his face that this is no good.
I'm sitting in my seat, man.
Okay, this position is not a good position for me. There's no way I can use body movement a lot. I cannot use the floor a lot. The only thing I can do is maybe go for a headbutt, but it's not probably going to knock him out. What you want to do is get on your feet. Right away you say, okay, I'm sorry. Bang, bang, bang. No, I'm not. Okay, so if they do that, you got to pay him back.
How'd you get that fat chick through the doors, man? Did you have to butter? Was that huge thing you brought in with you, man?
Listen, man, okay, now let's stop this whole situation here. You see how confident this person is? But he sits in a total wrong position. Somebody's telling me that about my wife. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm going to break your leg. And I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to say, listen, fella, this is the thing. See what I'm doing? I'm leaning on his knee. And he is still very confident because he's got his two buddies right here. They're going to jump in at the moment I do something. I grab his toes, and then I'm going to go like that. And I promise you that this knee will be shattered. Now I got two people only to take care of, but that probably will be like a Jackie Chan roundhouse kick. No, probably I would take off. Maybe I would hit one and just try to avoid the rest of the confrontation. Okay, somebody's going to grab you by the wrist. Either it's a cop who tries to put the handcuffs on you, or just somebody else out of the blue. I just want to show you this technique. Whether you're going to use it or not, maybe nobody's going to grab you by the wrist like that. But hey, if they do, at least you're going to have a defense. A defense, that is. If he grabs you to the wrist like this is what you're going to do. You're going to trap his hand, roll over, turn your hand, and now bring him down. He will go down and knee him in the head. Now, watch this. If I don't hold his hand, he will simply roll out. So it doesn't work. Most important thing from this whole submission move, the wrist lock, is when he grabs, to hold this tight, go over and push him down, kick him in the head, or if you have the chance, knee him in the head. Okay, now, more ways to break a grip. You don't have to take him down like I did before. You simply can slide out. Always go to the opening of the thumb. You see, you want to switch and you want to go out there. It's very understandable that if you keep your wrist thick, you're not going to get out. You see, you got to slip here, you make it thin, and you slip out. So let's see how this looks. He can grab me any way. He grabs me like this, I can turn, twist, and get out. If he grabs me with the other arm, I twist and grab out. If he grabs me here, I twist over and get out. If he grabs me like this, again, I twist and get out. Now, more important, because he's not grabbing your wrist for no reason. He's probably trying to grab your wrist to get on into action. So you want to follow it up. Break the grip and go for something. He gets your arm, you break the grip, bang, right straight. Or he grabs it again, go out, bang, left straight. Always follow it up. Go to the side. This is not going to work. Slip, pull it out, and counter. Always counter. I'm going over some weird, very strange situations, but they might happen. This situation is for when somebody grabs you by the hair. Now, I don't have any hair. But if you do have hair and somebody grabs you from the back, there are things that you can do. Okay, let's imagine I have hair. Okay, I'm standing here. If somebody's grabbing me by the hair, I do this. Hold him tight as I can, and make a turn. And now I got an arm bar on him. While I got the arm bar, this is the full kick in the groin. Boom! Right there. Okay, once again, very important. When he grabs, to hold his hand as tight as you can. I'm pushing down as hard as I can. I make a turn, and I get up. And you see, I got an arm bar on him. Boom! Kick in the groin. And then maybe after that, bang! Right straight. And you're going to finish the situation. I'm standing here, and as always, El Guapo is minding his own business. And suddenly, hey guy, wrong move. Don't do that to El Guapo. I'm going to turn over and go bang right straight, boom, kick in the head, and God knows what more. Okay, so let's see this technique one more time. He grabs my shoulder, and he can grab it like he's holding my t-shirt. Like that, you know, hey, that's going to be even better now. He's grabbing my t-shirt. He's totally locked. There's no defense. He's totally open. Bang, left straight, boom, kick in the head. And there he goes. Another one, a barroom punch, you know, the big haymaker. Sometimes it can be a hook. It can be even the same exact punch that we had the haymaker before. Now I'm going to step in at the moment he makes the haymaker. I'm going to block it. I'm going to wrap his arm around. And first I'm going to palm strike him. Palm strike because it's a big palm. It always connects. Underneath his jaw, finish it up with an elbow, and God knows what more. Let's take a look at it. He's going to come in. It's going to be swing, block, wrap, palm strike, boom, elbow, and goes what more. I can go punch, or I can even go, if I punch him back, go here, whoop, with a throw. And while he's on the ground, I can do pretty much anything, boom, I want, or just walk out. Now, I have a big problem with people doing this to me that will break their finger. I did it in Sweden with the big barroom fight, but also I don't like people to push me, to touch me. And it always comes in a pattern. It's almost like a jab. They say, hey buddy, hey man, what do you want? What do you want? It's like a pattern. If they do that, you can catch up that pattern and you can prepare yourself for a really nice move. So he's busy, he's pushing me.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Whoop, suddenly I grab good control of his wrist, and this I'm pushing up as hard as I can. And now I'm leaning forward, and that is going to give him a lock on his wrist. From here, you see, I have a free knee, full knee strike to the head. Now let's see what actually happens. I grab his wrist and pull it against my chest. If I'm going to lean over now, nothing really is going to happen because he's going to bend his arm. You see, nothing really happens. I'm going to make sure that his arm cannot go down by supporting it like this. I'm going to push up as hard as I can. Okay, and now I'm leaning forward and he will go down. Once he's down, boom, knee to the head. End of the story. Now, this situation is also a situation what happened to me, and it really works. But you have to follow it up right away with punches and strikes. Very important, because he's not going to sit there forever. You're going to hurt him, you're going to distract him, and right away you can start bouncing around. Okay, he's going to grab you by the shirt. Now watch what I'm doing. I grab his arm and pull it against my chest. Now I hit with my knuckles in here, and this will hurt him because I'm pulling. Ow, bang, bang, bang. And that's the finish. It's going to hurt him. Look, one more time. I'm grabbing his arm. It's full power. I hit his wrist. This is a wrist lock right here. I pull it. Ow, bang, bang. Anything you want to do will finish the job. The next move is a standing side choke. Very effective. You can do a lot of fun things with it. Watch this. If the guy has his arm around your neck, and you know these people, they're talking to you, you know what's going on. Something's going to go wrong, and you want to choke the guy out. This is what you're going to do. Support his arm, so you can go underneath his armpit. 1, 2, catch his arm, and now my biceps is taking out here, is cutting off, his blood flowing to the brain, and his own bicep is going to cut off this artery to his brain, and together, when I squeeze together, he's going to get choked. But what if he has no friends around him, and he's the only person there? We can do fun games. We can actually hip throw him to the side, he goes to the ground, we choke him out, and then once he's choked out, we can do games like pull the pants down and hide the spice bottle. It's a fun thing to do, and it will get a lot of laugh out of a lot of people. Now watch this choke. We're only going to go over the side, the standing choke right now, okay? I'm not going to throw him, but I want you to see it from this angle. I'm supporting arm, because now I can go underneath his armpit like this, and I step in. I grab, I push my right hand, left hand against the side of his head, and I squeeze everything together, and watch, he will tap. If he doesn't tap, within 3 to 5 seconds, he will be out, and you still can do the same game, pulling the pants down and try to hide the bottle. One more angle, and now he knows to escape a side choke, which is going to try to pull his arm out. Watch how I prevent that. Okay, he's standing there. I'm going to go grab the neck, post his underarm so I can go underneath. 1, 2, and I look at him. Look, he can try to pull his arm out. He can. I'm defending with my jaw. Out. And he's already dizzy. We move to a place where we have mats, because I think it's very important to keep my sparring partner alive. And we're going to do some rolling around, and for myself also, I don't want to have any bruises. It's not only him, it's also protection for myself. We're going to start with somebody's grabbing you from behind. Most of the time he will do that so that somebody else can attack, and we're going to have the same situation as we had in the bar. Just kick the groin, kick him away, and then take care of the person who is holding you. Okay? We had the breaking the arm before, we had the headbutts, the heel into the groin. We had it all. What we didn't do was a rolling knee bar. Now I told you that it's not very smart to go to the ground in a street fight, but if you know that there are no people around and you think you can get away with it, this will be a good thing to do. Okay, so if he grabs you and there is no partner, this is what you're going to do. He grabs me around. Even if his feet are not behind my feet, I'm going to make sure that his foot is going to be between my legs. Now I'm going to roll over. I grab his leg. With the other one I grab this leg, and I'm going to roll into a knee bar. Alright? Here we go. 1, and roll. I keep holding his leg. And now I reposition, I put the heel behind my throat here on the side, I control his heel, and now I bridge, and that is a knee bar. Okay, one more time, different angle, and I'm going to tell you something that I forgot to tell you the first time. If somebody grabs you from the back, there is a possibility that he's going to suplex you, so I would like hook his leg with one leg. Now he can't throw, he cannot throw you. You don't have to be worried for that. Okay, also, now you already have a leg here in the middle. The only thing you have to do is to grab, roll over, put him on his back, and you see here you have the knee. You put his toes to the side of your throat, grab the heel, and extend. And he taps. A major mistake that a lot of people make is they try to roll and extend like this. I have no place to extend like this. I gotta put him on his side, like this, and now I extend. This is very important. See, now I can go all the way backwards, but then of course I keep holding this leg, and he's gonna break his leg. All right, he grabs you by the back. Make sure he cannot throw you. Okay, so grab and hook his leg. You have his leg right here. Dive over, roll over, grab his other foot. 1, 2, 3, up. Right here we go. We extend and we pull the heel. We control his toes with my neck like this, and now we extend. And I can go all the way like this. So you can understand what would happen with this leg if I would keep holding. Now the next move is not going to give him a lot of comfort, because the last time I did this move on the tape, on the self-defense tape, way back, I broke somebody's rib with it. So I'm going to try this time to play it cool, so don't you worry. It's called a full Nelson. In Holland they call it a double Nelson. It's a pretty tough hold. It will push your head all the way forward, and it's a hold that bouncers used to use to push you out of the bar. Now, put it on. If he puts it on and he pulls my head forward, that's powerful, it's difficult for me to go back with the arm power. Try to hold me. See, I cannot go back. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I grab my hands together and try to hold me back. I push up like this. I use the power of my hands. Now I go back to the side. Hey, he's already going. Right at time. Push back, go to the side, grab his legs, whoop. And now I'm going to land on him. Boom. I'm not going to do it because, like I said, I broke somebody's ribs with it. Not everybody attacks you with a punch on the street. You also have the so-called Bruce Lees attacking you with kicks. And they get all things, you know, they put their shoes out, they take them off, and then they attack you. Now, the first thing that you have to do is step with the kick that he makes. I can honestly tell him right now that he can kick me as hard as he can. Kick me as hard as you can, and watch what I'm going to do. And I'm going to just step to the side, and the kick will have no impact. Kick. See, there's nothing. I get out of his range, so I step to the side, very important, and then I'm going to grab his leg. So don't take the kick, grab his leg, because he's going to hurt you, and maybe you're going to go down. Okay, so one more time. Distraction is what we need. If we're not going to punch him, he's not busy with doing something. If I grab his leg, listen, if I kick and he grabs my leg, bang, bang, I start punching. So he needs to be distracted. Okay, so when he kicks here, whoosh, bang, bang, he's defending himself. From that moment on, grab the leg, now turn in, whang! And that already hurt him, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
Same kick, same step to the side, same grab, same distraction. Now take him down. The takedown I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down with him so he will land on his back. If I'm on the street, I will have his leg, I will take him down and I hold him up high. He will land on his head, as you understand. Okay? I try to explain to you this when I show it on him. First, I'm going to be Mr. Nice Guy. He kicks, I'm going to go step to the side, punch, punch, distraction, just taking the on the ground, boom, kick in the groin, boom, and kick me, bam, kick to the face, anything I want. It's a street fight. Now imagine that if I would have held his leg like this and I would have let him take, I would have swept him. He would have landed on his head, which probably would have ended the fight right there. Okay? So in a street fight, you don't go down with him, you keep straight, you sweep and keep straight, and he's going to land on his head, as you can see now. One more time for this angle. First Mr. Nice Guy, and then I show you how to do it with not to be Mr. Nice Guy. He kicks, step to the side, distraction, punch, whoop, take him down, punch here, kick in the ground, kick to the face, get out of the situation. And again, like I said before, if I'm going to sweep him and I'm going to keep him this high, and I sweep this leg right now, and I keep it high, he's going to land on the back of his head. This is a mat, outside it's concrete. Okay, here we go. Same kick. Of course, you can do it also with the left kick. Everything we show here with right, you can do also with left. You have to practice that, because there are people who kick you, who will attack you with the left kick, okay? So that's very important. Train left kicks and right kicks. Okay, we're going to step to the side and do the same thing. Watch. He kicks, I go to the side, punch, punch, grab his neck this time, start kneeing down, push him down, and grab him like this. Now watch what I'm going to do. My hands are hooked like this, not like this. This has no power. Like this, and I keep it tight, try to break it. It's not going to work. Okay, go back, try to break it now. See, there is no hold there. You have to do it like this. Now I want to knee him. I can knee him as many times as I want, because he cannot defend it. Try to defend my knee. You see, he can't. So you can play around a little bit here. You can even kick him in the groin. But what you can also do is step to the side, pull him around, put your leg forward, and now lean backwards. And there you have it, the crucifix. And like we did before, different camera angle. Grab his neck this time. Now let his leg go and start kneeing. Push him down, grab, and grab tight, like I told you. From here, watch. He cannot defend. Here, he cannot defend the head. He cannot defend the body. I can bring these as long as I want. Now, I switch my hips, and I'm going to throw him. Boom, like this. Make sure your right leg comes forward right away. Lean backwards. And that is the crucifix. Now on the street you always have these people that come running in very aggressively. I have to tell you one thing now. A lot of takedowns that wrestlers do are takedowns that they fall on their knee. You do not want to do that on the street, because you're going to shatter your kneecap. Okay? So you got to bring your body low and then take him down. Take him down, mount him, and finish him off. That's what we're going to do. These are the people or use drugs, or they're very aggressive, they're drunk, and they run in and they will come for you right away. That's exactly what I want, okay? So we're standing, and he's coming running in. Climb on top. Once we're on top, start bouncing away, elbowing. And when he lays down, and he's really not a nice person, you can always go blank for a right kick to finish the job. Okay, one more time. And remember, the saying, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. It's totally true. Because the harder he comes rushing in, the more easy it is for you to take him down. What you're doing, he comes running in. You only have to stop him, he falls down, you take the mount, and then you start beating on him. Watch. He's standing, he comes in, and here we are. And he can defend what he wants, but you can push his hands away and start beating. Or, if you don't want to hurt your hands, elbowing. Good hand, that would do it. From here, maybe a sudden knee or a sudden kick. Anything to finish the fight.